Hello and welcome to this video about the Mark Levinson 390S CD player by Madrigal Audio Laboratories. Most Levinsons that I get are in a state of total disrepair, sometimes because workshops have difficulties with them, and sometimes, and this is mostly the case, and it's the case here, due to tinkerers having a go at them. So I think, people who have them sell them as a non-working unit, then somebody says, how hard can it be? Well, this was totally unresponsive and when I got it, but that was due to the fact that this plug there from the laser mechanism was unplugged. So now it is responsive, but of course it doesn't work, and it doesn't work for a number of reasons. Reason number one is that the laser is totally dead, it's got no emissions, and with it comes this little beauty, which is 12.4 CDM. Well, that one there is Val 1252, which is a CDM Pro. As you can see, it's a metal one. This is plastic job. But one has to say that the actual laser head looks remarkably similar. So, well, maybe a transplant will fix it. But I've sort of read briefly that there is some issue with supply to the board, but we'll worry about that when the time comes for the other reasons. This unit obviously had a hard life at somebody's hands. There is a cover here that's broken, it's busted, and of course the screw holes are also busted. Luckily it can be bought, a bit of plastic like that, for, well, have a guess by the time I'll get that over. $63 US or $9,700 Australian. Plus shipping of $15. So at $115 you can buy that. Okay. But the ones that are sort of into the trade will know by now that the puck is missing. So I found a floaties inside of the plier, and this is the only bit I found, and that's the bit that goes here on top. And sadly the bit that's there on the bottom is totally gone. Now I have a collection of different pucks there, mainly Sony's and Esoteric and TX, nothing that will mate with this. Having said that, I have a few Philips based pliers that I could probably dig up and check, but that is not going to be a nice and easy job. And I already am having second thought. But then again, this is a good player, and it's worth saving. This is not like something, greatest thing on earth. This works on analog devices. If I look in the analog devices, 1853. So, whereas the decent chips, these are not PCM 1704s. But it does have HDCD, and given its pedigree, it should be a decent sounding CD player. It's got balanced outputs, HDCD, can't go wrong. So, no good news for the owner. He's not going to get any change out of $500. If I'm starting to pay $100 for this, and I've just put an order for lasers in Germany, so that will take a few days to come through, because I'm not convinced that this CDM4 head will work. But I'll put it in, I'll see if it lights up, and I'll try to find some kind of puck that to mate with this. What I'm worried about is, because I spent some time trying to extract this from under the board, and well, I don't know, maybe if I take all the other boards, maybe it will be somewhere there underneath, who knows. But it looks like an half-baked project, you know, abandoned project, or somebody took from the repair center, and you know, they just put in whatever they could find. Well, anyway, if I have any more info, if I get it going, I'll let you know. One good thing about them is, which I know now, which I didn't before, those drawers, they have underneath, I don't know whether you can see it or not, because I can't see at the moment, but they have, maybe I'll turn around, oh yeah, there it is, you see that those stripes. So these stripes are read by optics in there, and there's a way of programming it, but hope this works so that we won't be scratching around with that. Anyway, thank you very much, and till the next one. Bye bye.